What's going on, guys? Yes, we do have some leftovers. Let me take a look. There were a couple of people who haven't been paid for yet as well. Let's see. Going to give it one more minute for those people to get paid up before making any of those guys available. But the leftover unpaid fors we have are, let's see. All right, there's the list. 14 total players for $6. If anybody wants to grab the leftover players, those are all pros. Alex Bregman, McCutcheon, Blake Snell, Carlos Correa, Cody Bellinger, Corey Seager, Kyle Tucker, Matt Chapman, Matt Olson, Salvador Perez, Trey Turner, Walker Buehler, Willie Adames, and Yandy Diaz are available in that lot. Gonna give it one. Oh, we also have the insert lot available for $15 if anybody wants that. It's actually been hitting pretty well. Up to the point when I went on vacation. I don't know how it was hitting for Brian while I was gone. Has been a week since we've run any break, which after running breaks pretty much every day for the first week plus of this release. Nice little break. We have the second half of the case that pulled all those Chris Rodriguez cards last time. Chris Rodriguez stays hot in this one. Got a big strikeout by Louis Varland. Trying to strand a runner on third, keep the ALCS 2-1. Mike, there he is, taking the inserts. And I had Meb taking the pros. Inserts, Mike. 15. Meb taking the pros for 6. And let me note those in my spreadsheet, and then I'll go back to see what was still unpaid for. We did do a bunch of mega box breaking in our Facebook group. For anybody who's not a member of the Facebook group yet, I'm dropping the link to that into the chat. I have another case of megas coming this week, so plan is to continue ripping megas in the Facebook group this week. We had 2 pretty breaks. First one, bunch of really good pulls, including 6 autographs and 10 mega boxes. The second one, way less color and ink, but we did pull an orange James Wood redemption autograph in that one. So definitely 2 pretty crazy mega box breaks. All right, let's see. The things that we have left over would be John Gill for $13. Those cases. I don't know. We're gonna find out in the next one, Diamond. We'll test that theory. Darren grabbing Gill for, what did I say? 13? Yeah, it was 13, 17, so 13. Darren, I will cancel that order in eBay for you. All right, let's see. Gill's spot is... Ooh, Varland will get out of it. All right, John Gill is cleared for you, Darren. Let's see. Got the ones you ordered. You were not impressed with the quality of the centering. Yeah, I think the ones that we got were actually pretty good. So sounds like maybe a bad batch you got. It's definitely unfortunate. We know Topps and their tendencies to have some bad printing from time to time. The other spot we have available, that sold for $11.50 was Bryce Eldridge. If anybody wants Eldridge, I'll drop him down to 10. And David Corneal also 10. If anybody wants Corneal, Chris, which one were you taking? Looks like Chaz wants Bryce. Chris, did you want Corneal? Oh, all right. Then Chris got in first on that one. We did get Chris's take before I saw your message, Chaz. So, Chris, you are good for Eldridge. Let me cancel that order in eBay as well. That one is cleared for you, Chris. And then the other spot available is Corneal. If anybody wants David Corneal, we have 6 boxes left from that last case, so we're going to rip those 6 tonight. We have the next break. Yeah, Chaz got in just ahead of you. What was I going to say? Next week we have an 8-box break, so we'll be getting into a new case next week. I think that's probably the only break that we'll be running between now and next Sunday. Just next Sunday. Brian's going to be on vacation this week, so little bit of break from Brian, and we'll run some megas midweek. ST, it is $10 for Corneal. And in the meantime, I'm going to get started. No breaks for Brian this week. It's going to be in Italy. We actually don't have any update. I was thinking I was going to try and get some, and then I forgot when it was released, but then I remembered that I made that same mistake last year of getting update series on the first release, and I forgot it was paper, and then I got the paper cards, and actually we ended up breaking a couple, and it ended up being pretty fun. But I'm going to be waiting till Chrome, and then I plan on definitely breaking some Chrome update to try and chase some of those debut patches. Yeah, sorry, Chaz. I'll show you here what I see on my side. Just so you know what I saw on my side. We had Chris's message first, and then you. Oh, where was it? Oh, there we go. Take, and then the Bryce right after that. Sapphire does drop in a couple days. Actually, that's true. I do have one of those on order for Montgomery Club, so that will be something that we'll have coming up in the next week or so too. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so doesn't look like we had anything on Corneal. If anybody wants him, he is still unpaid for but we are getting started right about on time tonight. See, I'm in the mega box mode right now, so I don't remember what the setup was of these and if there was a spot where there was usually autographs in these boxes. Thinking maybe bottom row if I remember correctly. But we'll go one pack at a time to make sure it's nice and zoomed in. All right, and starting us off tonight, we have a Jackson Merrill, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., rookies of Christian Campbell and Angel Martinez, and a purple wave of Alirio Farabus. Numbered 34 of 250. Behind that, we have an Adios of Christian Moore, George Lombard. We'll put that there. George Lombard, Wilfrey De La Cruz is our first Chrome, Raymer Medina, and Jacob Christian. So First insert, Christian Moore. I believe that goes to the insert only lot already. First insert of the break. And Aliro Farabus getting our first refractor there. Put that up on the stand for now, and we'll adjust the camera up a little bit. It was Corneal for 10, yes. Middle row is where the autographs usually are. Oh, man, what? How is the Blue Jays down already? I feel like I just looked down, and it was the end of the top of the inning. All right, we got a couple of cards coming up here. Churio, Freddie Freeman, Gunnar Henderson. Henry Torres is the mini diamond. And we have a JJ Weatherholt, Aqua Pulsar. And Adios, Ronald Acuna Jr. Bryce Betcher, who I watched play linebacker for Oregon yesterday. He actually looked pretty good despite them losing to Indiana. Robert Hipwell, Alessander De La Cruz, and Leo DeVries. So I can confirm that everything that Meb was saying about him being an Oregon football player is true. Not that I ever doubted you, Meb. Let's do this. He's a big dude to have been a. They said that he was a shortstop in high school. It looks like we labeled him an outfielder here. All right, number 26 of 125, JJ Weatherholt, Aqua Pulsar, our second color in the first two packs. Yeah, that Oregon game was rough. I did not see an Indiana win. First time they beat a top 5 team in the history of their program on the road. Chase Mydrith, Augustin Ramirez, Moises Ballesteros. We have our first autograph, and it's a nice one. Rainiel Rodriguez base auto with a yellow wave coming behind that of Robert Hipwell, 72 of 75 after the Rainiel Rodriguez base auto. We have, when it came to the league, Nick Kurtz, rookie, Uniger Casares, Bubba Chandler, Marcos Dinges. Ooh, let's pick that up. And Jose Anderson. So since the last one of my hobby box breaks, I realized that his name is pronounced Marco Dinges, not Marcos Dingus. And apparently he had a really good season this year, kind of out of nowhere in the Brewers organization. So maybe a guy who could be a top 15 in that really strong organization. If you were in my mega box breaks this week, I know I mentioned that. For the rest of you, Dinges, seems like maybe a good prospect. Let's take the Farabus down, and we'll put that Robert Hipwell yellow up there. Rainiel. Rain. Are you saying it's Rain? Yeah. I'm not sure phonetically what that's supposed to say. Or you're just saying that. I thought you were fixing my pronunciation there. We have a Corey Seager, Matt Chapman, Juan Soto. Our first red rookie is Marcelo Mayer, who we kept hitting in mega boxes. Roman Anthony on the max volume, and Adele Amador on the, what do we call these? I forgot what the name of those inserts are. We have Christopher Suero, Yoswar Gonzalez on the board for the first time in Chrome, Johan De Los Santos, and Warren Calcano. So Yoswar, our first big name to get on the board in Chrome, besides the Rainiel Chrome Auto. You take your pronunciations from me. It's better than taking your pronunciations from Brian if he's still here. We have a James Wood, Luke Keeschel, Augustin Ramirez, red rookie. Meteoric Rise, Bryce Harper. Nathan Church on the refractor to 499. Fun hit there. Roman Anthony on the Molten Magma, something like that. Warel Solano, Aiden Johnson, Chris Rodriguez on the board early, and Aniello Marquez. So Rodriguez trying to stay hot in our breaks after getting an autograph, green autograph, and a red shimmer in our last break, starting the first box with a base chrome. Meltmasher, thank you. Nathan Church, the major leaguer, getting a refractor on his first. Augustin Ramirez. There was a minute where this red rookie looked like it might have paid, but now it looks like it'll be Cade Horton. This is break 11. That's correct, Vincent. And let's see our second autograph from box number 1. Looks like maybe fuchsia or maybe a refractor. Corbin Carroll, Seiya Suzuki, Matt Shaw. We have a fuchsia Gunnar Henderson, 139 of 299, and a Corey Cousins refractor auto. So we got one of the auto onlys on the board in box number 1, 202 of 499 on the refractor auto. Sebastian Walcott, it came to the league. Luke Dickerson, Noah Schultz, Henry Torres, and Harrison Castillo with chromes. Diamond Duo, is that you on Corey Cousins? First Corey Cousins auto we have pulled. Actually, let's keep the Rainiel in the middle. I'll put the Hipwell in the middle. And we'll put the Weatherholtz over to the side there. We'll get the Gunnar Henderson in a top loader. And we'll move on to box number 2. Almost got all the Royals and Cade Horton. Let's get some Cade Horton red. Cade Horton red could be a big money card one day. I was on eBay trying to see what they were going for, just selling as singles. I feel like the prices that the market has it at are pretty reasonable. I think it was like 40-ish or 50-ish per red rookie, which, assuming he wins Rookie of the Year, is going to be a $70 card minimum. And if he continues to do things like make all-star games, win MVPs, make it the Hall of Fame, could be worth a lot more. Yeah, we don't need you driving while bidding. Diamond Duo. All right, we got a Mick Abel rookie, Chad Patrick, who looked really good pretty much the entire NLDS. Kobe Mayo. We have a red rookie of another one that looked like he could have paid early, Jacob Wilson, till his teammate beat him out. Noah Schultz on the shimmer. Walker Jenkins, adios. Bryce Eldridge, there he is. Carson Williams. Rainiel Rodriguez back on the board in chrome, and Spencer Giestling. I don't know why I decided to penny sleeve that one, but all the chrome cards are getting penny sleeved anyway, so why not? We have Rainiel, our third big name base chrome on the board. Rainiel adding to his base auto that's already on the board. We've been doing pretty well with Rainiel Rodriguez. Pulled a blue Rainiel Rodriguez out of a mega box. Blue Rainiel auto, I should say, out of a mega box. Some good sleeper prospects in this product specifically, I'm assuming we're talking about. All right, let's see. We have rookies of Hayden Birdsong and Roki Sasaki. Harrison Castillo on the mini diamond. We got some sirens going on in the back. Let's see what happens with this next auto. Corbin Carroll on the Aqua Wave 122 of 199. Kobe Mayo image variation. First image variation I've seen. Fun one there. Kobe Mayo image variation refractor. Bazana, adios. Ronnie Cruz. We got a Cags. Nathan Church back on the board. And Kai Roberts. Meb, you back on Kai Roberts' spot tonight? Let's see. Who are my deep sleepers in this? I'm reacquainting myself with this checklist after a week off from these breaks. Let's see. Who are my deep guys here? I will. You know what? I'm going to call them out as I pull them, because I can't remember off the top of my head. Although I do have a video that I posted of who my deep sleepers are on YouTube. So if I don't get to mentioning all of the guys that I like in this product off the top of my head here, I do have a video on YouTube that was a product preview, which gave a pretty good deep dive on who I thought some of the more mid-tier guys could be. I think I ranked a top 30 in there. Spesky's got Maury and White tonight. All right, let's see. We have an autograph coming up here. Looks like it could be a speckle. That would be nice. McCutchen, Carlos Correa, Mookie Betts. It is Robert Hipwell. Robert Hipwell all night tonight, numbered 84 of 299. Nice signature there by Hipwell, adding to his yellow wave that's already on the board. And Nick Kurtz, Meb, taking the Kurtz spot tonight and getting a parallel 90 of 150 on the Adios mini diamond. First one of those we've seen. Roman Anthony, it came to the league. Brett Bateman, Jesus Madej, Carlos Lagranja, and Juan Cabada, base chromes. So Lagranja on the board, and nice hits for Hipwell and for Nick Kurtz. We're going to stack our Hipwell hits. Put them up there. We'll keep the Kobe Mayo image variation up on the stand for now, and we'll get that Kurtz rookie up there. Fun one there. It's a cool looking card, the mini diamond on the Adios insert. You did. I can confirm I did see that you took the Kurtz spot tonight, Meb. And Will, free for you too. All right, let's go to the bottom pack next. Let's see. I'm trying to think off the top of my head who I can remember as a deep sleeper here. Let's see. We have Shota Imanaga, Zach Neto, Blake Snell, Dylan Dingler, red rookie, Dylan Cruz, max volume, and Zaire Hope insert only there. Libertz Aponte, David Coronil, Julian Barreto, and Justice Bigby. All right, I'm starting to reacquaint myself mentally with the checklist. Nate George was definitely somebody that I'm really interested in as a mid-tier prospect in this product. He's been definitely getting some respect in terms of what people have been bidding on him, though. So even though I would call him a mid-tier player for this product, he has been selling pretty well already. So maybe not somebody that is necessarily someone you could just jump out there and buy cheap right now. We have our first Ohtani on the board, Ezekiel Tovar. Logan Henderson on the red rookie. Meteoric Rise, Juan Soto. And an Aqua first of Aniello Marquez, 47 of 125. Cam Smith, rookie on the Melt Masher. Brian Cortesia, Yorger Batista, Christopher Polanco, and Santiago Leon. I wouldn't have considered Yorger Batista one of my deeper sleepers in this product, but the way he's been selling so far, I've been shocked to see how far down the list he's been in terms of top prospects in this class. I think he was one of the top 5 international signings. No, I guess he was number 12 off the board. But I'd heard some good things about Batista, so maybe Batista is somebody that I would call a deeper sleeper in this product. We got a lot of sirens going by today. Logan Henderson and Ohtani, and second autograph out of box number 2. Already have color on the board, so let's see if we can get a double color box here. It doesn't look like it. Cade Horton, Jake Mangum, Trey Turner, Christian Yelich, and we'll take that. SD. What do you think? Shitaro Mori base autograph. So we have Rainiel Rodriguez and Mori on the board already. Dylan Cruz, it came to the league. Yahiel Melendez, Alirio Farabus, Sabdiel Delzine, and Elian De Cruz base. But 2 base autographs on the board so far, and 2 of the top 5 players, I would guess, in this product based on projections so far, based off of the way these guys are selling. Maury definitely selling like a top prospect in this product. Gonna take the Cousins down, and we'll keep the Maury and Rainiel Rodriguez up there. Centered nicely. There's a little bit of like something on the right side there, but I'm pretty sure it's going to wipe off. I don't think it looks like it's on the card. But besides that, definitely could be clean. Diamond Duo said big auto coming, and then we immediately pulled a big auto. Right on the mark there. So far, so good. 2 boxes down. 2 very nice autographs on the board. Color for Nick Kurtz. We never hate that. An image variation rookie of Kobe Mayo. First one of those we've hit. So a fun start to the first 2 boxes. It was the Sirens. It's always the Sirens. All right, we have a Tariq Skubal, Max Muncy, Dylan Cruz. What's this going to be? It is a Reese Hines Baseball America. I guess that one goes to the insert only lot. That is an insert, Under Armour Baseball America. So, Mike, congratulations. I bet this was not the card you were chasing by grabbing that lot. Reese Hines, numbered to 199 autograph. And Maury right behind that with the Fuchsia Shimmer, numbered 138 of 199. Maury on fire all of a sudden. Bobby Witt, adios. Yervin Murillo, Nestor Miranda, DJ Layton, and Caden Powell chromes. Very nice pack there. And the extra auto going to Mike with that Reese Hines. Is Reese Hines still on the active roster for the Reds? Smorey is definitely looking good. 138 of 199. 2 nice Morys on the board in the first 3 boxes. That's a good question, actually, Rob. From what I've heard of Zach Cole, he strikes out a lot. So the fact that he ran into a couple to start his major league career, his exit velocities are also apparently ridiculous. So he's definitely a high variability, high upside guy. I probably won't go crazy trying to collect Zach Cole myself. But if you're an Astros fan, he certainly is a guy who has some upside. And if he continues to run into fastballs the way that he did when he came up for the first couple of weeks, is somebody that could be an impact player on Houston, and Houston wins games. So never know. Mike Trout, Bobby Witt, Francisco Lindor. We have a mini diamond of Wilfred De La Cruz. ST Sebeski, you say you have him too, I think. And a Bobby Witt Meteoric Rise mini diamond. So couple of nice insert hits already. Bobby Witt is in the checklist, so that one goes to the Bobby Witt spot. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on the adios. John Gill on the board in chrome. Bo Davidson, Roman Anthony, and speaking of Nate George, there he is. Bunch of nice names there in the back half of that pack in chrome. George, Roman Anthony, Bo Davidson. Bo Davidson is somebody I would definitely consider a sleeper in this one as well. A little bit on the older side, so not getting as much hobby love off of the bat, but somebody who is a top 5 prospect in a pretty weak Giants organization, admittedly, but somebody that could make the majors, or could be one of the more likely players to make the majors out of this checklist. So definitely somebody who we could see a boost in at some point. I could definitely see Cam Smith exploding next year. I mean, he definitely looked really good in the middle of the season, especially this year. So I could definitely see him coming out next year and having an even better sophomore season. Although you never know with the sophomores. Junior Caminero, Spencer Swellenbach, and Paul Skeens, red rookie of Luis Angel Acuna. Walker Jenkins, Max Volume, George Lombard, Melt Mashers, Yohan De La Cruz, Gabriel Davalillo, Michael Corrette, and Telion Serrano. I know some people have some love for Michael Corrette. I don't know a ton about him personally, but he's selling I'd say mid-tier right now. Think Bo Davidson, that is, that you think will be up next year? Definitely possible with the way he hit in Double-A this year. Shane Smith, Dalton Rushing rookies. Ha-Seong Kim on the red rookie. Walker Jenkins, Meteoric Rise. And is this another image variation? I think it is, if I remember correctly. Edgar Caro. Yeah, there's no number on this, so it must be. Another image variation rookie card there with the Edgar Caro. So a couple of those on the board now. Melt Mashers, James Wood, Moises Marchand, Roland Stroop, Manny Cedeno, and Andrew Salas on the board for the first time. Salas, Stroop, and Cedeno. Ha-Seong Kim. And image variation refractor of Edgar Caro and of Kobe Mayo on the board now. Caro probably played better than Mayo season long this year at the major league level, so Caro may be the better hit there. Let's see. It looks like a base auto coming up here. Zach Veen, Ha-Seong Kim, Fuchsia, Christian Campbell rookie. Behind that, a base auto of Harrison Castillo. Kind of a cool signature there. Nice penmanship. John Gill getting the refractor. Who grabbed John Gill? Was that Darren? Number 361 of 499 there on the refractor. Bazana, it came to the league. Tommy Tanks there. Tommy White. Pedro Catui. Juan Tomas and Iverson Lopez. John Gill refractor. Tommy Tanks on the base chrome. Harrison Castillo getting our 5th autograph of the break. Our 3rd base autograph. Christian Campbell on the Fuchsia rookie. Nice hit there for Campbell. Probably the nicest Campbell we've pulled out of Chrome so far. Let's see. Definitely a nice Cuero, Takumi. Wild when a player uses both full name, signature, and switches to initials. Let's see. Like Tommy, but not sure where he fits with Kurtz. Well, he's a third. It says he's a third baseman. Who's their third baseman right now in Sacramento? All right, second autograph coming out of box number 3. Looks like maybe a refractor to 499. We have a Tatis, Wyatt Langford, Acuna, Marcelo, and a refractor auto of Ramsel Medina, numbered 441 of 499. Marcelo Mayer, it came to the league. Ethan Salas, David Sandlin, Steven Martinez could be a nice sleeper in this product, as well as Kevin DeFrank. Obviously, pitchers aren't going to get as much love, but I've heard we had his pitching coach in our first couple of breaks in here, which was fun for in the DSL. So he told us some incredible things, but I had already heard some pretty good things about DeFrank before that, and I definitely think DeFrank could be somebody that is going to see a spike at some point before he makes the major leagues. I think he could end up being a really, really highly ranked prospect by the time he makes it up to the majors. 17-year-old pitcher right now in the DSL, plenty of time, but the tools seem to be there, and the performance has already been there as a 17-year-old in the DSL. So definitely somebody interesting there to Frank. Played third base at LSU because Trey Morgan played first. Yeah, that would be a good reason to not get reps at first. Jacob Wright. Oh, right. Jacob Wilson. Oh, Jacob Wright switched up his auto in this product? Jacob Wright has autos in this product? I haven't even seen one yet. All right. First pack, box number 4. Looks like a green shimmer coming up here. Cody Bellinger, Sandy Alcantara, Jacob Wilson on the red rookie. green shimmer of Iverson Lopez, numbered 85 of 99 there. Low numbered shimmer we have so far. We have Chase Mydrith on the Aqua Wave rookie, 145 of 199. Nick Kurtz back on the board with a base adios this time. Zach Cole, speaking of, on the board. In Chrome, Johnny Severino, Will Taylor, and Luis Pena. Nice Chase Mydrith there. First color we've hit of Chase Mydrith. Red rookie Jacob Wilson and Iverson Lopez on the green shimmer. Cool looking card there. All right, keeping it going. Nice. Let's see a nice Lagrange. Just one base chrome so far. What can we add to that? Let's see. There we go. Jacob Wilson, Jacob DeGrom, Chase Dollander. We get a Raymer Medina on the mini diamond. Purple Wave, Ramsel Medina again. Ramsel Medina's having a nice break. Number 27 of 250 there on the purple. Wyatt Langford adios. Cam Schlittler on the board for the first time. Cal Fountain, Devin Fitzgerald, and Arjun Namala. We'll top load all of our Schlittlers after his end of the year and postseason performance. His market has definitely been very hot. I imagine we'll see that fall off now with the Yankees out of the postseason, but Schlittler still looked extremely impressive in his major league debut. Kind of out of nowhere. I really hadn't heard much about him, and I knew of a couple of Yankees pitching prospects. I knew of Lagrange. I knew of Elmer De La Cruz. I did not know that Schlittler was as good as he is. All right, let's go. The autos on the bottom. We have a Logan Henderson, Tsung-Che Chang, Kevin Alcantara, red rookie of Dylan Dingler for the second time, Kobe Mayo Max Volume, Cooper Pratt insert only there, I believe, Kenny Fenelon, Alorki Rodriguez, Diego Torns, and Elian Pena on the board for the first time. Had a good variety of hits so far in this one, or a good variety of, I should say, collations so far in this one. I think everybody's been getting a little bit of something through the first four boxes, which we always love to see. Sharing the wealth. We have a Manny Machado, red rook, going right into the red rookie there. That's a weird pack setup. Logan Henderson. Nick Kurtz on the meteoric rise, refractor to 499 of Kumar Rocker, and a blue, extremely off-center Luke Dickerson. Number 73 of 150. Whoever has that card should probably send that back to Topps, because that's like 90-10 on the left to right. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Jacob Wilson on the Melt Mashers. Kendry Martinez Chrome. Kevin Alvarez, nice hit there on the getting on the board on the Chrome. Nieves Izaguirre and RJ Shrek. Mike, that's you on the Luke Dickerson. Yeah, they have to do something about that, because that is wild. Like, how does that happen on a blue? Nice center. Well, nicer centering on the Kumar Rocker. Kurtz on the board again with another insert. Logan Henderson, red rookie, and Kevin Alvarez, base chrome. Getting to our autographs. We need a sweet Jake Mangum card. There is Edgar Caro. So let's see that. Oh, no, I put it in the stack. Definitely had a black jersey on in the image variation, though. Ronald Acuna Jr., Jose Ramirez, Royce Lewis, base autograph of Bo. First Bo Davidson autograph I've seen, I think, if I remember correctly. Base auto of Bo. So another nice base auto. James Wood. It came to the league. JJ Weatherholtz. Chrome. Heinz Brito. Harold Rivas. And Dejan Marqueris. So Maury, Rainiel, and Bo. 3 nice base autos. Jonathan, getting Bo. Let's see, can we get color in the second one? Maybe green. Jackson Holiday, Kikuchi, Randy Arozarena. No, it's a double base autograph box. Santiago Leon with a true green behind it. First of Heinz Brito. Luis Angel Acuna, it came to the league. Charlie Condon, Christian Argelis, Yairo Padilla, and Ramsel Medina. Christian Argelis could be a deep sleeper in this product. He did lead the DSL in average and on-base percentage. However, as I've noted in past breaks, there's in the history that I could track, there's never been a player who led the DSL and OPS that I think ever even made the major leagues. So maybe Argelis is the one to break that streak. Just a very weird, random coincidence, I'm sure, but a fact nonetheless. All right, let me shift over some of these piles, and we'll get into the last 2 boxes here. So far, so good tonight. A few nice base autographs with Maury Rodriguez and Bo. And a few nice refractor hits and image variations in the first 4 boxes. 4 more autographs to go. We do have an extra autograph on the board, too. Going to Mike and the insert only spot with that Reese Hines Under Armour All-American paper autograph. Argelis stats are pretty damn good. It's like leaps and bounds ahead of anybody else who is in the DSL this year in terms of on-base percentage and average and OPS. He had a really good season. Hold on, I'm actually just going to wipe the camera because I feel like it might be a little bit blurry. Let me know if that changed anything. All right, empty box number 5. Let's see. I think Edgar Caro is leading your team in hits tonight. We got a nice card of him. Let's see if we can add to the team. All right, pack number 1 of box number 5. We have a purple shimmer coming up this time. We've been doing good on the numbered shimmers. Matt Olson, Sean Burke, Dylan Dingler, Will Warren, and purple shimmer of, I was speaking highly of him before, and there he is on the purple shimmer, Yorger Batista. Nice hit there. Adios, Juan Soto, Jordan Sanchez, George Lombard, Wilfred De La Cruz, and Raymer Medina. So I think we might be getting some duplicates in our base chromes for the first time, but a very nice Yorger Batista hit there. We'll get that one up on a stand here. One more shot for the Blue Jays to try and pull out game 1. Mini Diamond and a Speckle coming up. It looks like Corbin Burns, Kyle Tucker, Salvador Perez, Jacob Christian on the Mini Diamond, and the Speckle is Harrison Castillo, Fernando Tatis Jr., adios, Warren Calcano, Chrome Betcher back on the board, and Chrome Robert Hipwell, and Alessandro De La Cruz. So is Betcher fully committed to becoming a football player? And if so, what does that do for the value of his Bowman firsts? Like, do they sell, if he makes the NFL, do they sell well for a football player? Like, I'm trying to think who else has done that. I would assume Russell Wilson's cards sell pretty well. I know he had a Bowman first. That's probably more of like a fun collector thing, though, and I'm not sure how much people would be collecting linebackers, but I don't know. Maybe he gets a cult following. Elway, after the fact, that definitely sold very well. Zach Wheeler, Yamamoto, Walker Bueller, Chad Patrick on the red rookie, Dalton Rushing, Max Volume, Jacob Wilson, Melt Masher, Jose Anderson, Christopher Suero, Yoswar Gonzalez back on the board, and Yohan De Los Santos. Two Yoswars on the board. We'll see if that means we have a Chris Rodriguez coming up as well. We have a Trace Sweeney, Cam Smith, red rookie of Mick Abel, Rafael Devers, Meteoric Rise, and a Pulsar rookie of Dalton Rushing to $3.99. Nick Kurtz on the Melt Masher, another Nick Kurtz. I think that's like 4 of him now. Harrison Castillo, Warl Solano, Aiden Johnson, and there it is, Chris Rodriguez. So 2 Chris Rodriguez's, 2 Yoswar Gonzalez's. We started this first half of the case with a bunch of Chris Rodriguez hits. So far tonight, just the 2 base chromes in the second half of this case. So not as hot as we started for Chris Rodriguez to finish out this case. But a nice hit there for Dalton Rushing. I don't think is Rushing on the postseason roster. I didn't see him play in the limited amount of Dodger postseason baseball I've watched so far. Best is yet to come. Let's see. Autograph here should be purple. CJ Abrams, Mason Wynn, Julio Rodriguez, and we get Justice Bigby on the purple auto, number 225 of 250. Blue Wave, color match Brett Bateman, number 135 of 150 there. Leo DeVries, it came to the league. Jacob Christian, Uniker Casares, Bubba Chandler, and Marcos Dinges. Fun Brett Bateman color match there. Nice blue on blue. What was the best card in the first half of the case? Jonathan, the best card in the first half of the case, I think there were 3 big hits, if I remember correctly. It was a red shimmer Chris Rodriguez, a green reptilian auto Chris Rodriguez, and I'm trying to remember what the 3rd big hit we had out of the first half of this case was. I know there was something else really nice. I'd have to scroll too far back into my pictures to see it. I'll have to check it at the end. All right. Auto. Ooh. No, that's going to be a base auto with a fuchsia shimmer in front of it. Or a fuchsia wave in front of it. Bryce Harper, Willie Adames, Bo Bichette, Shane Smith on the fuchsia wave, 169 of 299, and a base auto of Telion Serrano, TS22, even though it looks like he's number 10 in the image. We have a Jesus Medei. It came to the league. Leo DeVries, Luke Dickerson, much better centering this time. Noah Schultz, and Henry Torres. Oh, man. Addison Barger just missed one. Oh, the Blue Jays might go quietly into the night in game 1. One more box to go in tonight's break. Next week, we'll be back with 8 boxes. So more cards in next week's break. See if we can get the last box magic. Yeah, the Chris Rodriguez spot was definitely very pumped. We chatted at length afterwards. I actually have the card posted on my eBay page right now because he was not able to get it posted on his because he had a new account, and I guess there's some kind of like a max that they put on listings when you have a new account. So that Chris Rodriguez is currently listed for I think $14.99 on our page, which I think a blue. I think a red auto sold for about that price, so it's a bit of an aggressive ask. We have a Corbin Burns and Kyle Tucker. We have the Mariners taking game 1. We have a Christian Campbell red rookie and a green shimmer first of Caden Powell. Nice one there. Cody Bellinger getting a refractor to $4.99. See if he returns to the Yankees. Christian Campbell, adios. Johnny Severino, Will Taylor, Luis Pena, and Charlie Condon getting our chromes in pack number 1 of the final box of the night. We think Cody Bellinger goes back to the Yankees next year? I'm going to bet no. Caden Powell, nice one there. We have a Chandler Simpson, Noah Cameron, Yandy Diaz, Noah Schultz on the mini diamond, Jack Caglione on the speckle. Nice card there. 262 of 299. Charlie Condon, adios. Cal Fountain, Devin Fitzgerald, Arjun Namala, and JJ Weatherholt chromes. I think that's 2 Fitzgeralds and 2 Cal Fountains now. Yeah, I agree. I don't think they're going to re-sign many of the players that they had on 1-year deals. Goldschmidt, maybe, if any. But I wouldn't be surprised to see him go elsewhere too. I feel like that was a last-ditch sort of effort with the guys that they have currently, and now they may. I don't think they're going to rebuild and try and not win the World Series next year with all the pitching they have coming back, but I don't think they're going to structure the same way they did last year. Bo Bichette, Trey Sweeney, Cam Smith, Moises Ballesteros, red rookie, Kyle Teal, Max Volume, Drake Baldwin, Melt Masher, Alorki Rodriguez, Diego Torns, Elian Pena back on the board, and Cam Schlittler back on the board. 4 nice prospects there. Let's see. In the AZ account. Let's see. What am I reading here? Don't think the Yankees will pursue Grisham either. All the Arizona accounts have him coming to the D-backs. Is that that's Goldschmidt? I can see that. Although you guys do have a pipeline behind him of first baseman now. At least, well, no, actually, maybe I'm thinking of a bunch of outfielders. Finally, some Baldwin. Oh, Bellinger? Interesting. Okay. Maybe. I think there is a lot of talent coming up in the outfield level for you guys. Lawrence Butler. We have a red rookie of Luis Angel Acuna. Charlie Condon, meteoric rise. Wave refractor of Manny Machado, 86 of 100. Purple wave of Juniker Casares, number 55 of 250. Franklin Arias. That should be a insert only there. Kevin Alvarez base. Nieves Izaguirre, RJ Shrek, and Jordan Sanchez. Not Slade. Who's the guy that is probably closer than Slade in the outfield to the major leagues of the guys they drafted in 2024? Oh man, Waldschmidt. Thank you. Yeah, I heard he may be invited to Major League Camp and see what happens from there. Kevin Alvarez, and let me switch this to the football game so we don't have to listen to news. And 2 more packs, 2 more autographs to go. Wow, Casey's winning. All right, we have yellow that could be in the autograph spot. All right, let's see what we have coming up. We have Salvador Perez, Bryce Harper, Willie Adames, yellow auto of, a fun color match there. Padres, Yohan De La Cruz, 41 of 75. Fun hit there. Purple Pulsar of Yoswar Gonzalez behind that. Big pack, 102 of 250. Cags that came to the league, Christian Argeles back on the board, Yairo Padilla, Ramsel Medina, and Kenny Finellin. Fun pack there. That is a good-looking yellow on Padre. Let's take down the hip wells, and we'll put that one up in the display next to the Rainier Rodriguez and Shitaro Mori autographs. Offense looks like the good old days in KC. Yoswar getting a nice hit there. So 2 base and a purple Pulsar now for the big time prospect, number 1 or 2 overall in the organization now for the Giants. And we're talking football, Casey. Yeah, I've been waiting to use them in my survivor pool until they start to turn it on. So hopefully this is them turning it on. Logan Gilbert, Aaron Judge, Yordan Alvarez, Ellie De La Cruz, and base auto only, Nathaniel Uton. Base auto to get our last autograph there. Cam Smith, it came to the league. Heinz Brito, Harold Rivas, Dejan Marquez, and Kendry Martinez round out tonight's break. All right, so I'm going to recap the hits from tonight. Thank you, everybody who joined. If anybody's signing off, I am going to drop the Facebook information in again in case anybody wants to get into any of our Mega Box breaks this week. Thanks, Diamond Duo. All right, let's get to the recap. And like I mentioned, we will be back with a new case next week. Fresh case, all new has not been opened yet. So all the boxes we just finished were from the previous case. Fresh case next week. 8 boxes. So back to a 16 autograph break. And here we go with the recap. Elian Pena, Cam Schlittler, Chris Rodriguez, Yoswar Gonzalez, another Pena, another Schlittler, Rainiel Rodriguez, another Chris Rodriguez, and another Yoswar Gonzalez. So 2 of each of those guys, 1 Rainiel. See, all right, 2 him, 2 of him, 2 of him, 2 of him, and 1 Rainiel. To the main stack. Oh, no, we're reminding you of Bowman all over again? That's not what we want, Chris. We have a Nathaniel Uton base auto, Yoswar Gonzalez, purple Pulsar. That one actually could easily be up on one of the stands in the back. Let's do that. Let's put that back here for now. Robert Hipwell, Speckle auto to 299. Robert Hipwell, yellow wave. Manny Machado, wave refractor. Uniker Casares, purple wave. Cags, Speckle. Noah Schultz, mini diamond. Caden Powell, green shimmer. Cody Bellinger, refractor. Shane Smith, fuchsia wave. Talion Serrano, base auto. Justice Bigby, purple auto. Bateman, blue wave. Dalton Rushing, Pulsar. Jacob Christian, mini diamond. Harrison Castillo, Speckle. Heinz Brito, true green. Santiago Leon, base auto. Bo Davidson, base auto. Kumar Rocker, refractor. Luke Dickerson, off center, true blue. Ramsel Medina, purple wave. Raymer Medina, mini diamond. Iverson Lopez, green shimmer. Chase Mydrith, aqua wave. Ramsel Medina, refractor auto. Christian Campbell, fuchsia rookie. Harrison Castillo, base auto. And John Gill, refractor. Then we have the rest of the stack. Edgar Caro on the image variation refractor. Bobby Witt on the Meteoric Rise mini diamond insert. Wilfred De La Cruz mini diamond. Reese Hines, the extra auto. Baseball All-American Under Armour on card auto this time. Corey Cousins refractor auto. Aniello Marquez aqua. JJ Weatherholt aqua Pulsar. Harrison Castillo mini diamond. Corbin Carroll, Aqua Wave, Noah Schultz, Shimmer, Gunnar Henderson, Fuchsia, Nathan Church, Refractor, Illyria Farabus, Purple Wave, Purple Shimmer, Henri Torres, Mini Diamonds. Let's go Kobe Mayo next on our second image variation rookie refractor. Then we're going to go Yorger Batista on the Purple Shimmer, Yoswar Gonzalez on the Purple Pulsar, Mebs Adios, Nick Kurtz, Mini Diamond Refractor, number 90 of 150 on the Adios Rookie of Kurtz. Let's go. I guess we'll go Maury next on the Fuchsia Shimmer, number to 199. Yohan De La Cruz on the yellow color match auto there, 41 of 75 for the Padres prospect. Rainiel Rodriguez base auto and Shotaro Mori base auto rounds out the recap. Thanks, Meb. Thanks. Hopefully we turn that around again soon. I feel like we had a couple of breaks that were pretty good for you before I left. Hopefully we can go back to what we were hitting you a couple weeks ago again. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining. And we will either catch you midweek with some mega boxes or catch you next week on the 8 hobby box on eBay. All right, everybody. Have a good start to your week.